I must say, I'm very glad you did not finish the second part of the lyrics of that song. But now, that song's stuck in my head. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's. So, trying to get the shiny Wimpod is still, like, annoying because you have to make sure that you time it correctly. Because if he runs away and you don't time your run in front of him correctly, you have to leave, you have to go back, you have to hope it spawned, then you have to, if it didn't, you have to leave, you have to go back, you have to hope it spawned, and then if you didn't, blah, 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 blah. It's a lot of work. And then when you finally get there, you have to reset your game a million times until it happens, which could be forever. So it's still time consuming. So you turned on Pokemon Go, and then we found out that you did not. You haven't played since they put friends into the game, which sounds absurd to me, but apparently that's the case here. And then when I accepted it, apparently I had a field research that said make a new friend. So thanks. But then you're like, oh, still a higher level. I hate leveling up in that game. Leveling up in that game is so stupid. Because the people like me who don't play all the time will never reach level 40. And then there are people that just dedicate their whole lives to Pokemon Go. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm an elite 40 level Pokemon Go trainer. That's that's everybody. It's just going from one level to the next is just impossible. It doesn't make me want to do it. You know, it doesn't make me want to put in the time to get to level 40 because it's just absurd. And speaking of shiny Charmanders or shiny Charizards, let's talk about that. The community day with shiny Charmander, way back when, I went to the park in the rain for the 3 full hours of the event. And not one shiny Charmander showed up in my path. I probably caught over 200 Charmanders, not one was shiny. Meanwhile, my brother's living in Disney, and he goes to Disney. My brother's living in Florida, and he goes to Disney that day, and he just turns it on for a quick sec. He's like, oh, Tom, look what I caught. He caught a shiny Charmander. He didn't play it for the rest of the day. So that's when I just started really disliking the game. But I still play it, and I only play it on community day events, pretty much. I'm not gonna go train for your stupid thing because I don't have the time to. I'm not gonna walk all the way to the park. And I'm not gonna jog around my house. I already don't have enough time in the morning to work out. So where would I find the time to train for this whatever, you know? I'll do my ab stuff, and I'll try and do. I hate working out. I absolutely hate working out. I only do it so I can eat well, so I don't have to eat well. I don't like working out. It's stupid. The fact that I have to tear my muscles to make new muscles it's just absolutely ridiculous. And I hate that I feel like I have to look good, you know? Working out is stupid. Literally the worst. So when should I come down and visit? I had off this week. This is my staycation. But I'm busy in the weekends, so I don't actually have time. I would have liked to come this weekend, but I couldn't, so I didn't even mention it to you. But I would like to come down sometime and hang out. I guess I would come a Friday after work and just go straight down there, and then leave Sunday night or something like that. Let me know what weekend is best for you. You know, I don't even remember anything about the new Call of Duty. I don't know. I mean, my brothers say it looks good. What's going on with my hair there? My brother Alan says it looks good, and he hates shooters. So he's probably gonna get it and play with us for a day, and then realize that he's really bad. But like us, who realize we're really bad and play anyway, he just stops playing. So I didn't even pre-order that yet. I don't even remember what it looks like. I don't remember what it's called. So I know nothing about the beta. Camping was a lot of fun. I mean, as usual, camping's fun. Just relaxing, man. Just so relaxing. But so short. So short. So usually we do a puzzle, like me and my cousins and I. We do a puzzle. We try to finish a puzzle, 1,000-piece puzzle, by the end of the weekend. And usually we do it, and there's always one piece missing. Either somebody stole it, or the wind blew it away, or something. It always happens, never fails, every year. This year, the puzzle gods did not want us to even remotely finish that puzzle. First of all, I wasn't there on Thursday. We get up usually on Friday, so Thursday, apparently the wind was just like hating everyone. And then when I got there on Friday, the wind was less hating everyone, but it was still kind of stupid. So we had finished most of the edges of the puzzle. Wind came, picked up the thing that the puzzle was on. So we had to find all the pieces in the grass, get it, put it on the table. And then, we got even more done. Next thing we know, wind blew it again. So what we did was we got duct tape and we taped like the mat that we were working on down on the table. So that worked. We got a lot more done. And then the cousin whose house it is, they're like, oh, we want to play a game. We need the whole table. She's like, oh, I'm just going to roll up the puzzle with this puzzle roll-up thing, and it'll be fine. Completely destroyed it. All the work that we had, all the pieces that we had connected, no more connected. No longer connected. So once we were done with that game, which was that somebody wraps a gift 7 times, then you have to try and open it with a mitt while somebody's like rolling dice to try and get to the kind. It's crazy. But anyway, after we were done with that, we unrolled it and we were like, oh no. So we lit it out. We tried doing it again. It's just, we were so far behind, there was no way we were finishing it at all. Camping's relaxing. I taught my I think she's 12-year-old cousin how to solve a Rubik's Cube. It's so cool because I remember being like that. You're like, oh, Rubik's Cube. Oh, there's no way I'll be able to do that. There's no, like, how can you possibly solve a Rubik's Cube? So she was like having that. She's like, oh, I don't understand. So I was teaching her step by step. And when she got it, I said, okay, let me undo it and you figure it out again. So over and over. And I told her, I said, you're solving a Rubik's Cube by the end of the weekend. And she kept putting it down and like, I'll come back to it later. She came back to it, she tried, she got stumped, she'd come back to it later. So on the last day, she finally like, okay, I'm going to finish it. So she got the first layer, then she got the second layer, then I taught her how to do the third layer. And she finally got it. And she solved the Rubik's Cube for the first time by herself. And she got so excited. It was awesome. I wish I could remember the feeling of the first time. I wish I could relive the feeling of the first time that I solved the Rubik's Cube. So they're not like hard. Like a Rubik's Cube, a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube is not that hard. You just have to remember how to do it. You have to learn how to do it. And then once you do it, it's like, it's not impressive to you, but it impresses everybody else that you're doing it around who doesn't know how to do it. Yeah. But anyway, I burned a CD of all the songs I'm into right now. There's a bunch of songs I'm into right now. And I'm putting that in there. And I also put a business card in the Tyme capsule with a, let's say, motivational message to my 10-year in the future self. And what was in it, from the last one, there was a bunch of pictures of the family. And then apparently I left myself one of those invisible ink like booklet things that had all like the fun games from. I must have like picked it up at home and like, oh, I'll just put this in there. And yeah, that was in there. The invisible ink still worked 10 years later. Didn't dry out. I mean, sure, it was in a tight like tube in the ground, but obviously moisture got in there because the staples that held all the pages together inside the plastic were all rusted. It was gross. And the whole thing was just damp. even though it was still in the plastic. But I guess 10 years of a bunch of different weather changes would do that. But yeah, I threw it out because I didn't want to do it. It's all like kid games, and it's not like I was a kid or anything. I was 18 when we put it in. So yeah, I didn't watch your thing in 2 times speed, Kevin. I actually slowed it down. I watched it in 0.5 speed, and you looked absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, my question of the day is, if you were going to put something into a time capsule for your 10-year in the future self to open up and say, haha, oh, 10-year younger Kev, what would you put in the time capsule? Hey everybody, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Thanks for keeping up with the video. Thanks for watching the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you can see all the videos that we post. And you can follow me on Twitter at 90sguytom. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at 90sguykev. You can follow both of us on Instagram at the 90sguys. I'm going to finish this episode of Orange is the New Black. And yeah, you'll see me next time.